Hey YouTubers, this is EMDSD14R, and this is the review on the 380-ton North American version of the Schnabel Bachman Spectrum car. This is the blue and black version. This is the first time it's ever been on my layout, so you guys will be seeing this for the first time on my layout. And the car looks great sitting on my track. Actually, one of these end sections here, right here, is about the same length as one of my Titan flats. My Titan flat is only slightly longer than this car here, but that's not what this video is about. This is a review video. I have my little pointer, my little screwdriver here. The details on it are extremely accurate. The railings on it are crisp, and they're very flexible, but they're not too dainty, so it's like, okay, you touch it like that and it automatically snaps. No, they use that very, very thick, the plastic's thin enough that it looks prototypical, but it's thick enough that it's not going to break. You got real diamond plated walkways. It says the no humping on the car, 1.25 inch of, you know, the shoes and stuff like that. It's got A2 on this end. It's got the, let me see, generator details are down there, and whatnot. The plastic ends here are very nice and sharply done. They're crisp, detailed, very thick. Don't look like they're going to break or anything like that. The frames have metal under them, and the articulation of the car as it goes around the curves is amazing. But that's just only one half. Now, I've already started removing the pins here. By the way, these pins are, I think these pins are metal. Yeah, these are aluminum pins. So you get aluminum pins in here. Machined aluminum pins to hold these end plates on. So once you remove your first set of pins, I already moved them, you take this section out, right? And then I'm going to do the other section here. Let me see if I can actually get this for you guys on camera. What I usually do is I press on the inside here of this tab, on the inside here. So let me see if I can, hopefully I'm not going to be in the shade too much, but see it pop out? Then you take your screwdriver, you angle it a little bit. I usually do it, let me just do it this way, because this is how I usually do it. This is how I got the first one off. And you just gently, slowly, you know, angle it. And then once you get enough of it out, you just pop it out like that. There's one. Let's do the other side. Hopefully I'm not blocking y'all's views. If I am, I'm sorry. I hopefully will be getting a tripod for Christmas. And you just pop the other tab out like that. And then you just remove this end. Now I'm going to be testing this car with it without the load, so hold on. Yeah, in this bag here, you guys can see in this bag, these are the connecting plates that allow the car to be connected without the load. So let me go ahead and open this. Oh, by the way, be careful not to open it up in the air. Like, use like scissors or something, or an X-Acto knife or something, so you don't lose the pieces. So get these pieces out. Let me put, and you get like the cameras in there and all that other stuff in a little bag. Alright, now you have your plates here. Let me zoom in out of that. Now you have your plates here, and then let's fit them to the car. I'll do this side first. And there's only, shouldn't there be 4 of them in here? Oh no, it's right. Never mind. So let me back this up a little bit. Alright. Hopefully you guys can see that bring this, let me zoom in a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see that clearly. If not, I apologize for that. I was looking at the instruction manual. The beam here, the beam on the outside here, beam out here like this goes on the outside. So now if I'm wrong, I'll know that for sure. Oop, not wrong. So there's the first one. Pops in like that. That was pretty easy, actually. Very easy. Wasn't very difficult at all. Now for the other side. I think it's the angle that I'm working at that's not getting the pin to fit. Let me see if I turn it this way. There we go. You gotta make sure your pins are straight too, otherwise it won't work. Hold on, I'm getting it. And then I'm not getting it. This one's taking a little bit longer. Oh, I didn't get the other one in, jeez. There we go. Now I got it. And I just dropped the piece. Eh. Oh, crikey. There we go. I just dropped the piece. That's not good. Make sure you don't lose these parts, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. See if I can get this part back on here. It's actually kind of tricky to do. You don't do it exactly right. There we go. There we go. Now, there we go. Both of them are locked in. Alright. There's the first set right there. Now, it should be as simple as 1, 2, 3 to put the other one on. Let me bring this guy. Oops, sorry, let me back off. So it should be simple as to connect these two pieces like this. Boy, I wish I had a tripod. I don't have a tripod at the moment, but I do have a flat car. That's my PC green C420. It's the only PC green C420 you'll ever see. Technically, that unit was supposed to be on a surprise video, but you guys seen it anyway, so yeah. Alright. Connect these two here. You actually have to physically lift this car section up. I mean, because it's really not that, it's not simple as to just do it like this. This is a little bit of a cheat way to do it. Sorry if it's taking me so long, guys. This is actually the first time I put this car together like this. So everything you're seeing is live while it's unfolding. So yeah. Bear with me on this. Bear with me. Here's one. Now I gotta do the other side. I know I'm completely blocking y'all's view. I apologize for that. Dag, this is really tricky to do. Somewhat. I gotta get this. I might have to take this car off and do it from the underside. It's this last pin that's the problem. Oh, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I physically had to turn the car upside down, and I had to physically put that pin in the correct place. Obviously, it's going to be a pain in the neck to put all these wheels back on the track. I mean, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. It's 32 sets of wheels. That's going to take too long. So, what I'm going to do, move this car down here. It's not going to fall. You get your re-railer. Cato makes them, Hornby makes them, a few other companies make them, but I think Cato's the best one. And by the way, when you buy Kato Unitrack systems, you always get a re-railer in the box. I don't know if people know that, but you always get a re-railer. So let's just, she's probably going to be coming at you in the camera, so, you know, don't be scared, y'all. Don't be scared. I'll just show you. Let me see if I can zoom in. Let me zoom in on that, because I don't, actually, let me give y'all a better vantage point, because y'all see it from the side like this. That's why I like these Titan flat cars, because they got so much space on them. Ooh. So much space on them that, let me see if I'm, there you go. There's so much space on them that I can angle the camera any which way I want, and you guys can see. So, I'm going to show you guys re-railing this thing. Yeah, that's the best it's going to get, so. Alright. Just lay it down here. Don't just let it roll on its own. You guide it with your hands, because this thing is, it's a monster. It's a monster. And there you go. Let the re-railer do the rest. Okay. Woo! That was nerve-wracking. Now, she is on the track, and she is enormous. I mean, look at this. Now let me just do an illustrational purpose here. Let me just do an illustrational purpose. Let me take this flat car out. Take this flat car out. Couple my two Titan flats together. And let me show you this. Look at this length. This is like the longest HO car you can get. I've seen a brass one that was twice as long as this. Like, if you look at the length of this car, the brass car was at least, the end of it was down here where my pointer finger is. Now look at this. This car is almost the same length as two Titan flat cars. Now this is without the load, I might add. With the load, I mean, those two cars, those two Titan flats are a foot long apiece. One's 13 inches, one's 12 inches, so about a foot. So that's 2 feet right there of those two cars. This car is about the same length as those two, but that's without the load. With the load, it's probably going to be way longer. But let's do a test run video and see what we can get. Now, I'm going to go around here and see how much I can get around with this. Oh, I know it. Oh, this is not even fun. This is not even... you know, I kind of had an idea that when I bought this car, I kind of had an idea that I would be able to make it. I'm estimating that where the end of that blue, just in the middle there, in between that space that the car's swinging right now, it'll be able to go around my curves. So let me see. Let me do something extra awesome for you guys, because you guys are going to be like flipping out when I do this. You guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, he's actually going to do it. He's going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a special train here for y'all. I got to get this thing to stop. Hold on. This train wants to move. The wheels are so free rolling. That's another good thing about this car. The wheels, there's no binding in the wheels. I mean, it's just precisionally done. All Bachman wheels. I highly recommend getting the Bachman wheels, okay? All the pins are in. All the details are in. Let me go ahead and get this, get these behemoth Titan flats out here. Let me get these behemoths out here, because you guys are going to be like, no, he's not going to do it. He's going to do it. I'm going to do it. And you know what? Let's also get the Peacekeeper rail boxcar in the mix, too. You're going to see some of the world's longest HO cars all running together, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the longest HO cars in the world are going to be running in one train. And guess what's going to be pulling them? Well, you're going to have to see that for yourself. It'll be a surprise. I just finished painting one of them. I'm sorry. Y'all were looking at the wood. I'm sorry. That's my mistake. But, yeah. Alright. So, we got ex-Peacekeeper rail garrison car, now called the Titan box car. tighten flat number 2, and tighten flat number 1. Right? I'm not going to put the little dinky one in here. Don't get me wrong, the little dinky one is cool. Don't get me wrong. Now, if I wanted to make it cooler, I would put my super tank cars in this video. Or on this train. But then that would be exceeding the length, so we're going to have to wait on that. Now, put my PC caboose right here. Because on these trains... Oh, wait, I got to remove that coupler. I don't know why... Yeah, I put it in there. There we go. There we go. Alright. Yeah, railings are very durable. There's my PC caboose. Now, in the real world, you will see a caboose like that. Well, not like that, but... they will have cabooses on each end. There we go. Alright. Are you guys ready for this epic video? I don't think you're going to see a video like this. I mean, there's other people that got review videos of this car, but I don't think they're even close to this one. I mean, look at this. You got some of the world's longest HO cars here. Now, I could have bought my F2D Pennsylvania car and threw it in the mix, but, you know, this is more than enough. More than enough. Alright. Back to the details. You got the nice generator detail here. Everything is glued down and perfectly done. Everything. The way the car acts is just like the original. It's just like the real thing. So enough with my babbling. Let's go ahead and see how this baby works. Now the true test is going to be down there with those other cars on that end, but it should clear all my trains around this layout. So here we go. And I got an axle off. There we go. Make sure all your wheels are on too. I'm going slow because I don't know how far this car is going to swing. Okay. It looks like it'll clear. Got my RS4 Max. This is sort of an update too. Just chopped the nose on this one. If you guys haven't seen it in a previous video, it had a high nose, but I added a low nose to it. And this is the one that was a dummy, but I got it repowered again, and it's painted in a dark blue scheme. So yeah. And they're both Atlases, powered by EMD engines. But let me just stop babbling. I mean, this is epic! Now that she's clearing all my trains, I can go a little bit faster. That's the key thing you want to look for to see how wide it's going to swing out. Because if you don't check that beforehand and you buy this car, you're in trouble. Now this is just a test video without the load. It might be very different when the load comes out, because it's probably going to have to swing closer here. That's an estimate. I'm not really sure on that, but I think there's enough gap in between my rails on the curves that I can still run this car without worrying about it hitting other trains. We'll see the gap here again. Yeah. So, let's see what it looks like with the load. Let me just bring it around. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to take some cars off this train. I might as well let you guys see that. I'm gonna have to take some cars off this train. I'm gonna have to do that because this train is gonna be so long. It's gonna be long enough already with the car the way it is now, but it's gonna be even longer with the load on. Let me just show you guys this. I rarely show any videos of switching or crossing over or anything. You know, my switches aren't powered, by the way. I need to get the other switches so that they actually look better. If these were plastic wheels right now, I would be having a derailment. Recently got that Conroe. Oh, there's a derailment. There's a derailment right there. That's a little... I need to fix the wheels on. Well, that's metal wheels on it. It needs more weight. That's the issue, weight. Alright, it looks like I can... That's as far as I can go. That's as far as I can go. Bring this train back together again. Take the slack out. Check the air. Listen to the clicks on the track. Man, this thing is nice. Well worth every penny, I tell you. Every penny was worth it. Now I'm going to be bringing the video. The next clip will be of the car with the load in it. So I'll be right back, okay? I probably will show the part where I'll be screwing it into these. So be right back, y'all. Okay, YouTubers, the behemoth just became the super behemoth. The car is all back together now with the generator load. I'm in the process of putting the first set of trucks back on the track. This is not easy doing, I'm telling you right now. Especially when you have to screw this thing together, it's not easy doing. So, bear with me, y'all, bear with me. You gotta make sure all your wheels are lining up. Oh, see, that's what I mean. I don't know if it's gonna turn now. I don't know if it's gonna turn. Honest to God, I don't know. I'm just pulling it up that far because I don't think it's gonna turn now. Honest to God. I know for certain in short mode it'll turn, but I don't think it's gonna turn in long mode. I don't think it's gonna work. I'm strongly thinking that once this load starts swinging, it's gonna go way out over this other track. So I'm gonna just creep along, you know. I'm just gonna creep millimeter by millimeter. It'd be a blessing if it just made it, you know. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. That is close, man. You see how close that is? Wait a minute. Wait. Let me back this up. Hold on a second. Let me back this thing up. Look how close this car gets to this other freight car. I mean, let me just creep it along. You see that? You see how close that is? It's almost overhanging on the other car. I don't know if that was a box car, I think it would have been hit already. That is crazy. So, let me see. I mean, look at this swing. Look at that. Look how far, I mean, it's way over there. Now you got to deal with the Acela. Is it going to make it? Yes, it is. That's why I put those straights in there. Now I got to see if it's going to make it down past... Dang, look at that. Look at that thing. You see that? Now I got to see if it's going to make it down here, because I do got the Acela coming down here. This is where it's going to be hairy at. I'm going to switch to my left hand, y'all. And I got to have my right hand by the controller, because this is a dangerous situation here. I hope it goes by. The Acela is not no flat train. Oh, God. Oh, ooh, just barely made it by. Wow. You don't want to get that close, man. Straight up. You don't want to get that close. Dad, that was not even a half a scale foot of clearance. So far, so good. It's making around everything. This is going to be another test. Oh, my God, that is close. Good grief. That is close, man. Well, obviously, I guess I can... Now, let me do something down here. Let me do something. You're probably going to say, yeah, you're crazy. Let me do something down here. These are all flat cars down here. Let me see what would happen if there was an actual box car down here. Or a gondola. I need to know for sure, because if I'm not sure, and I'm running two trains next to each other, you know what I mean? I just gotta know. I gotta know if it's gonna make it by it. So let's see what happens here. This is a true test right here. If it doesn't make it by it, then that's not good. Now let's see that. Oh. Nope. It failed. Let me back this up. So what I need to do, I need to do some adjusting. This I need to adjust this section here. I need to swing this outer track out wider, because it gets sucked in a little bit. So it actually this thing fails, because it actually grabs onto that car. And if you actually look, if this car, let me lean this car a little bit, if this car was right here, it would have definitely scraped. So it, at 3 out of the 4 turns, it makes it. So that's not bad. You can actually see this is where the tracks get narrow here. You can see that right there. So I'm gonna have to do some tinkering. I'm gonna have to adjust. This section here is gonna have to get adjusted. This here is gonna have to get readjusted and straightened, because it actually is crooked. It angles in like that, and then this one angles out like that. So I gotta do some adjusting. For the most part, though, everybody else is fine. But that's the only one I got a concern with. But that's the only part I'm concerned with. But I got to be careful, because if I bind that curve, it's going to bind up everybody else. But for the most part, it made it. For the most part, it made it. So that 3 out of 4, that's a 90%. That's not bad. That's not bad. So I only had to adjust those curves right there. I don't, I'm gonna let this car go around again like this. In short mode, it's fine. When it's in its regular short mode, it's fine. But in the long mode, that curve is a problem. And my battery's getting ready to run out on this review video. But it was well worth it, y'all. Well worth it. Well worth the money. Well worth the time. Oops. Had a little too close there. I'm happy. I'm very pleased. Overall, excellent car. I don't care what you say. Excellent. Excellent. I mean, just superb. Superb running operation. Superb detail, craftsmanship. I mean, Bachman Spectrum is really bringing their detail work to their American line of trains. I mean, I've seen the Bachman China version. That was the first version to come out. That's the only version of that car you could get outside of brass. But I mean, the North American version, I mean, just superb. Just superb. I don't care what you guys say. I like it. I give it a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 on fine railing details. 10 out of 10 on prototypical accuracy. 10 out of 10 on performance. I give it a 9 out of 10 on ease of conversion. I should say 9 out of 10 ease of conversion when you're putting these two ends together without the load. I give it an 8 out of 10 when you're putting this on. That is a pain because you got these tiny little screws to put in there. It's easy to get one end on, but then when you try to do the other end, you have to hold the whole car. I don't actually have a special cradle for this, so I had to actually hold it physically, so I give it an 8 out of 10 on that. But everything else, you know, that's not bad at all. I mean, come on now. It's worth the money. It is worth the money. I really honestly don't like the gray version, and I don't like the red version. I like the blue version. Nicholas Smith didn't even have the red version, but, you know, I highly recommend this. If you guys have a larger layout, or if you have a moderately sized layout like mine, and your curves are pretty wide on the outside, I would recommend 24-inch radius or greater for this car. 24 or 36. If you have a 5x8 layout, you could get away with it. I'm on a 4x8 right now. That's what my layout is, 4x8, but I got away with it. I mean, 3 out of 4 turns I got away with it. This is the only turn I had to fix right here. So that's really not a bad adjustment. I just need to take this track, move it slightly over to this edge, and probably push the other one in. So the curve out here is going to be probably coming on this line like that, which is not a bad adjustment. It may be a pain to lift the track up, but it'll be all right. That's about it. And then I'll just do another test run with this car again. But I highly recommend this car. Bachman Spectrum really has stepped up their game. They really have. They bought the details that they put in the Bachman China model to the North American version. Nicholas Smith still sells them. They still have them, and they're actually pretty cheap. They're a lot cheaper than most places. Brand spanking new, of course. But I highly recommend getting this car. It's one of those cars that will really enhance the nostalgia and the beauty and operations of your railroad. Whether it be from 1970s on to the present, this car is a must-have for your collection. A must-have. So yeah, this is the end of the review video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This car will be seen again pretty soon. I will make an update video with this turn fixed here, of course. I'm gonna have to fix that turn. I think once I get I forget what switches they are, but they're the switches that, they don't look like these. They're actually better, so that I could actually cross over from both tracks more flexibly, because actually the binding actually starts here with these two switches here. So I gotta fix that. If I can alleviate that binding, then I'll be able to get everything else done. And this car will be able to go around all 4 turns, whether there's box cars on the inside or not. It's way early in the morning. I've been up all night, you know, during this storm, you know, with Sandy and all that. You know, I was doing my math homework. Actually, well, it's not really homework, it's practice, but I did 2 hours of math just before coming down here, and then I did this. So I just wanted to show you guys this. Alright, and this is also a update video on my RS4 Max, of course. Great trains, custom built those, so I just wanted to share that with you guys, okay? So you guys be cool. Highly recommend this car. I'm stressing that. Even if you don't have the layout for it yet, it's nice to hold on to. It's nice to hold on to until you get a bigger layout. Or if you even have a circular track, even a single mainer, this car is amazing. Alright, I highly recommend it for anyone who's in this hobby. And don't miss out. Don't miss out on them. Alright? So you guys be cool. God bless. More awesome videos will be coming to you from Wells River Video Productions. Bye, y'all. Hey everybody, this is the this is the mini clip after the main video. I was working down here and I fixed the curvature on this track here, made it slightly tighter. Everything in here is fine. As you guys can see, I expanded this curve out. There's a little kink right here. Not really too pleased with the way it looks, but I put the Amtrak boxcars down here as an illustration, excuse me. Just speed this up for y'all. And the car does clear the boxcars. Comes by mere inches, but that's good for me. So at least I can go and have trains running on the layout with that car going in the opposite direction. Alright? So yeah. Thanks again, everybody. Highly recommend that car. Highly recommend it.